The 2023-2024 AFC Champions League has reached the semi-final stage, and in the East region, the last two teams are Ulsan HD of the Republic of Korea and Japan's Yokohama F Marinos. The setting is the Ulsan Munsu Football Stadium, and this is the first leg. In a week's time, we will know who has made it through to the final stage to face the best team in the West region. Amazingly, this is the first meeting between these teams, but both Ulsan HD and the Yokohama F Marinos have met opponents from today's opponent's home country on plenty of occasions. Ulsan has a record of 14 wins, 6 draws, 7 losses against J-League teams. The Marinos have won 3, drawn 1 and lost 5. And this is the home of the team that won the AFC Champions League in 2012 and 2020 against a team performing at their best ever level in this competition. They had never made it beyond the round of 16 before this, but now the Yokohama F Marinos are very close to making it to the final for the first time. They did win the predecessor competition, the Asian Cup Winners' Cup, twice in 1991. But the Yokohama F Marinos now are poised to do something that they have never done before. The form for both of these teams has been very strong. The Marinos currently 5th in J1 with 4 wins and 2 draws in their 8 games. Ulsan HD 3rd in K-League 1 with 4 wins and 2 draws in their 7 matches. And they were excellent on Saturday, beating Gangwon by 4-0. They've scored 16 times in the Republic of Korea top flight, the best in the league. Everything therefore suggests that we are in for some very fine entertainment at the Ulsan Munsu Football Stadium. The visitors led by Ken Matsubara. Very experienced in the Champions League. This will be his 19th appearance today. The home team captained by Ju-min Kyu, who was such a vital part of that fantastic win against Gangwon at the weekend. Two very experienced players turned managers looking after these teams in Hong Myung-bo and Harry Kuehl. We are set for something that promises a lot. Let us hope it delivers, because these are two very fine teams to watch. And some fabulous fans, both home and away.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome all Ulsan Hyundai and Yokohama F Marinos.
양 팀의 선수단을 맞이하겠습니다. 선수단 입장!
It is Asia's flagship club competition, the AFC Champions League 2023-2024, and the semi-final stage is upon us as the finest teams in the East region now meet across 2 matches to try to make it to the final itself. And the home team know exactly how to do that. They have won this title twice, in 2012 and 2020. They are also 4 times the champion of the K-League. The Yokohama F Marinos are in brand new territory. This is the best they have ever performed in the AFC Champions League. And they have 5 times won Japan's top flight. Great form that they have both displayed domestically this season. The home side scoring plenty of goals. They sit 3rd in K-League 1, the Marinos 5th in J1. A tribute to the great Sang-chul, one of the very finest footballers in the Republic of Korea. Played in the 2002 FIFA World Cup. One of the stadia used for that was this very place, and he played for both Ulsan HD and the Yokohama F Marinos in a fantastic career. Very sadly passed away a few years ago. One of the greats. Jo Hyun-woo is the starting goalkeeper for the home team, and he was part of the side that won the Champions League in 2020. There's a veteran feel to much of the defence, including number 13 Lee Myung-jae, who briefly played in Japan a decade ago. Midfielder Gustav Ludvigsson wears number 17 and is the great-grandson of a 2-time Olympian. And in attack is the informed captain, Ju Min-kyu, wearing number 18. He was terrific in the league on Saturday. Ahmed Al-Kaf of Oman is the referee, very experienced gentleman. He refereed Al Nassr and Al Ain in the quarter-final stage and was also part of the officiating team at the Asian Cup. Fu Ming is the head VAR referee. In goal for the Marinos is William Popp, who has been a useful signing since joining from Match de Zelvia at the start of the year. In defence is reliable fullback captain Ken Matsubara, who wears number 27 and who has been at the club for almost a decade. New signing Junamano wears number 40 and is well known to the Ulsan HD fans. He spent 2022 on loan at the club and was a key figure in their title-winning side. In reserve for Ulsan HD, striker Martin Adam, the Hungarian, was excellent in the group stage, scoring 5 times. For the Marinos, watch for youngster Yuhi Murakami, who wears number 36 and who is getting more and more playing time. A lovely tribute at the start of the match to the great Sang-chul. Two teams who have never met each other but who were united by this great player who was so distinguished in representing both of them. Now take to the field of play for the first time ever. They are brought together by the AFC Champions League. We begin what promises to be a fascinating fixture. It's the semi-final of the 2023-2024 AFC Champions League, as Ulsan HD face the Yokohama F Marinos, who are in the white and blue. The visitors from Japan meeting Ulsan HD for the first time ever. And we have a look at Hong Myung-bo, a fantastic player and a very distinguished manager now, who actually played in Japan for Belmare Hiratsuka in 1997-1998 and had a 2-year spell at Kashiwa Reysol as well, and who won an Olympic bronze medal as the head coach of the Republic of Korea under-23 side in London in 2012. Harry Kewell, 45 now, took over last year. He was one of the coaches at Celtic under Ange Postecoglou, who began the Marinos resurgence, taking them to the J1 title in 2019, their first for 15 years. Now Kewell has been imposed for several months as an early opportunity comes for the Marinos. They'll get another. Well, I thought they were going to get another corner kick. They thought they were going to get one. Asahi Uenaka was the player who tried to create a chance. It does come back off him after striking Kim Young-won. On by number 17, Gustav Ludvigsson of Gothenburg in Sweden. Very good performer in the Champions League, and he creates the first opportunity for the home team. He scored 3 times in the group stage, did Ludvigsson. And we just had a look there at the captain, Ju-min Kyu, who is the squad vice-captain but leads the team today. Scored twice at the weekend in a 4-0 win against Gangwon, so he really has been in good form of late. And he was excellent against another Japanese team, Banfore Kofu, in the round of 16, scoring 3 across the 2 matches. First corner kick for Ulsan HD, and the less said about it, probably the better. It's Ryo Miyaichi to try and bring it away, and he's been brought down. The player committing the foul. Watanaka. Flicked on by Taiki Watanabe, the 24-year-old who has only just recently joined the team from his hometown club, Albirex Niigata. And Wonsang. And it comes off Keigo Sakibara. He did very well, Sakibara, to track back. He's had a very interesting career trajectory, Keigo Sakibara, which we will doubtless return to as the contest goes on. Can Lee Dong-kyung get the trajectory right here? He's been absolutely splendid in the league so far this season with 6 goals in 7 games. Can he provide? And the whistle's gone. who seems to have been with Hwang Sok-ho, who'd come forward from the back. Tanaka, Yokohama born and bred, joined the club from Tokyo Verdy in 2018. '66 is an Ulsan born and bred gentleman in Sol Young-woo. And huge congratulations to Sol Young-woo for being part of the team that won gold at the Asian Games last year in Hangzhou. Anderson Lopez plays it to Uenaka. Now it's with Keigo Sakakibara. Is the 23-year-old who started his senior career in the 4th tier at Lainmare Aomori, which is a club in the JFL. And now an appropriate moment to once again remember with applause the great Yu Sang-chul in the minute of his number, the squad number that he wore with such distinction. Born in Seoul in 1971, sadly all too early departed the world in 2021 before his 50th birthday. He played 124 times for the Republic of Korea, played for Ulsan HD from 1994 to 1998, 2002 to 2003 and 2005 to 2006, and had 2 spells at today's visitors, the Yokohama F Marinos, in the meantime. And he was a World University Games medalist, an Asian Cup medalist, an East Asian Games medalist, and he is much missed. Lovely warm reception from the Ulsan fans as William Pop takes possession of the ball in the Marinos goal. New signing. And here is Jun Amano, who is so well known to the Ulsan HD supporters because he was part of the team that won the K-League with them on loan in 2022. And Harry Kuehl is very pleased to have him now as part of the team. He hasn't spent much of the last several years at the Marinos, but he has been with the club formally throughout his career. He scored 12 goals in 38 games in all competitions for Ulsan HD. So will it be one of those irritatingly prophetic moments for the home fans as a former player scores and celebrates in front of them? Sakakibara. What a nice ball that was to Ryo Miyaichi, 30-year-old, with pace and with a chance to shoot, and that was a good idea. Seemed to take an awkward touch, and good job that Kim Young-won got the trajectory right of that header back to Joe. Does this get a deflection? Yes, it does. Joe actually does really well because it struck Ko Sung-bom. Quick thinking as well from Kim Young-won, the hugely experienced central defender who's playing his 69th Champions League game today. Had to take the safe option, Sol Young-woo. Junamano, 32-year-old veteran player, takes a decent corner kick, and it was tricky. It came off Kim Young-won. He was thrown into the spotlight, Jo Hyun-woo, at the AFC Asian Cup after Kim Sung-kyu ruptured his knee ligaments the first game. The 32-year-old became the first-choice goalkeeper for the remainder of the competition and did his job well. Another corner kick for the Marinos, going for it is Hatanaka. Well, his last goal in all competitions was in the Champions League in April of 2022. He did the first part so well, got into the right position, leapt excellently. He's only scored 4 goals in 150 plus games. Ludvigsen, clever, very clever, they might get this, it just got caught under the feet of Won-sang. The whistle has gone. William Popp in real discomfort after he threw himself at that ball. Error from Watanabe. Ludvigsen with absolutely the right idea, just seemed to land and take a bounce off the right foot of Won-sang, in between his feet somewhat. Nonetheless, Pop did well. What an enjoyable start to the match. Great pleasure to have your company wherever you're watching it from and whoever you're supporting. And if you are a long-time viewer of the AFC Champions League and really do enjoy getting your fix of the finest Asian football, then let me indulge in a moment and tell you that we do have the Under-23 Asian Cup taking place as well. It's happening in Qatar. Started just a couple of days ago. So if you are able to enjoy some of those games as well, you'll get a glimpse of the next generation of young players coming through in Asia. The AFC Cup as well is reaching its closing stages. The zonal finals are taking place this week and next week. Fascinating time and a fascinating match here as well. What a nice idea it was to try to link up with Ko Sung-bom, who certainly was impeded. Elegant football there from Ulsan HD. Takumi Kamijima was fully aware of what he did. Clearly cut across the path of Ko. Ludvigsen unexpectedly bringing it under control. What a good touch from Lee Dong-gyeon out to he's a very lively gentleman, Gustav Ludvigsen. A good goal scorer as well as a provider. And somebody with a fascinating history as well. His great-grandfather, Robert Zander, competed at the Olympic Games in 1920 and 1924 as part of the Swedish football team. Good recovery from Takumi Kamijima. Foul by Jun Amano. And we look at Sang, who was part of the K1 Best 11 last year. Had plenty of competition from within his own squad as well, in a team that won the league by 12 points for the second year in a row. They were the champions of the Republic of Korea. Chance to shoot, and chance rather spurned by Lee Dong-gyeon. He's been having a wonderful season, as I mentioned earlier, in the league, with 6 goals in 7 games, but he hasn't actually scored in the Champions League since October of 2021 against Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors. Sakagibara to Miyaichi, and now Sakagibara offered the overlap. Jimin Kyu. Good vision to find Ludvigsen arrives. Collision between Lee Dong-gyeon and Ryo Miyaichi. Miyaichi the quickest to get to his feet. Let's have a look at it again. Gosh, he does get really clattered across the head, Lee Dong-gyeon. It's the hip almost of Miyaichi that strikes him. Possibly the knee as well. And naturally, there'll need to be an assessment made pretty promptly by Hong Myung-bo's team. Ahmed Al-Kaf making sure that all the protocols are followed correctly. He refereed Ulsan's 3-1 win at BG Patum United in the group stage. Also refereed the brilliant comeback win that the Republic of Korea had against Australia in the Asian Cup at the start of the year. Both Miyaichi and Lee Dong-gyeon back on the field of play. Brought under control by the man who's just come back on and who has just scored his first AFC Champions League goal for almost 3 years. He's been unstoppable in the league, he's unstoppable wherever he goes at the moment. Lee Dong-gyeon makes it Ulsan HD 1, Yokohama F Marinos 0. After that collision with Ryo Miyaichi, he trots back onto the pitch into the right position and finishes well. The first goal in the semi-final goes to the home team, and this is how they did it. Seemed to take a long time to work its way to Ju Min-kyu. They might feel, the Marinos, that there was an opportunity to clear it. Clever little short pass from Ju. Pop dropping down, not able to fully get the right hand on the ball. His star performer in the league has just become the first star performer of this two-leg semi-final. But there is plenty of time for others to follow in his footsteps. Miyachi was looking for Anderson Lopez, who has been extremely good in J1. 5 goals in 8 games this season after an amazing 22 in 34 in the last campaign. 8 of them braces. And Anderson Lopez was great in the quarter-final stage as well, scoring in both matches against Shandong Taishen. He also scored the extra-time winner against Bangkok United in the round of 16. So Ulsan HD will know exactly what to expect from him, but he hasn't managed to get in the game thus far. And if you know Anderson Lopez, and I'm sure many of you do from watching him over the years, he can be that sort of player who is absent for chunks of the game. And when he's there, my goodness, is he there. Gu-sung trying to bring it forward. Sol Young-woo. He was another of the players who was excellent in the title-winning campaign. Sol Young-woo. Touched on for the captain Ken Matsubara, but easily shepherded behind. We remind ourselves of how it was that Ulsan HD took the lead, and the more that one looks at that ball played in by Im Young-jae to Ju Min-kyu, the more one feels that there might have been an opportunity, maybe 2 opportunities to get it cleared. But it was well controlled by Ju, and he made the right decision to find Lee Dong-kyung. Gibara out to Miyachi, who's had a promising beginning to this match, the experienced winger. joined the Marinos a few years ago from Zampaoli after that early spell in his career at Arsenal. Anderson Lopez. So now with Jan Mateus. Jan Mateus, very clever. Comfortably saved really by Jo Hyun-woo, but a nice piece of football from the Marinos. He is a player, Jan Mateus, who has scored big goals in this season's Champions League. Turned back inside of Ko Sung-bong well, and it was good agility from Jo Hyun-woo. He was never really in danger of not stopping it. Good footwork from the Brazilian winger. He scored in the group stage against Shandong Taishen. Also scored in the group stage in their 2-1 win in the 87th minute against Kaya. And he scored in the 2-1 win against Shandong Taishen again in the quarter-final stage. So Jan Mateus has produced goals of real consequence for the Marinos in this AFC Champions League campaign. Does well to find a mano. Anderson Lopez is around the penalty area, hoping for a high-quality cross towards him. Now it comes to Uenaka, Mateus, but slightly overworked by the Marinos, perhaps. Tanaka. Out wide is Watanabe, the full-back. Must have been tough for him to leave Albirex Nagata, his hometown club, after 7 years there. But he's started well at the Marinos. Miyachi. Kagibara quickly plays it to Matsubara. Jan Mateus, once again good footwork out to Matsubara. A corner kick to the visitors. Jan Mateus with another corner kick that eventually rather tamely works its way into the arms of Jo Hyun-woo. The first player to get involved once again was Uenaka, and then it was the centre-back Takumi Kamijima, who didn't have much of an angle to work with. His only ever goals were both scored for Avispa Fukuoka in the 2020 season. And that's when he was on loan at the team that finished runners-up in J2. So I think it is safe to say he would have been among the more unexpected goal scorers on the pitch. around half an hour gone. The only goal scored in the 19th minute by Lee Dong-kyung, seconds after he returned to the pitch after a collision with Ryo Miyaichi. It's been an enjoyable start to this two-legged semi-final. Sakagibara trying to go through the middle for Watanabe. Tanaka does make its way to Watanabe. Anderson Lopez tried the turn inside. Matsubara, he can shoot from this sort of position. It's not one of the occasions. I do remember him scoring a particularly nice left-footed volley in the J-League a few years ago. Dong-kyung. So to him from Won-sang. What is important to note in this Ulsan HD team is that you've got a group of players who have won this competition and who are highly experienced in the winning of difficult cup ties. They are proven performers. Important run back from Asahi Uenaka. Watanabe, a little hopeful that, looking for Jan Mateus from that sort of position. 24 is Lee Gyu-sung. Very nice play. Ludvigsson might just be outrun by Hatanaka, who is calm, playing it back to Pop, but another impressive piece of construction from Ulsan HD. This is a club that used to be known as the Gangsters of Asia in the early 2000s due to the huge wins that they would notch up on the continent. And we have just seen the first yellow card issued. Goes to the captain, Shin Min-kyu. Jan Mateus, who joined the club in August of 2022 from Palmeiras, but he was, like often is the case with young players at these big Brazilian clubs, he was on loan for his entire spell there. Mateus' free kick is not something that ever looked likely to pose problems. gentleman there who knows a thing or two about being a creative attacking midfielder. Harry Kuehl, who played 58 times for the Socceroos, scoring 17. He played for the likes of Leeds United, Liverpool, Galatasaray. Later spells in his career at Melbourne Victory and Melbourne Heart. Also played for Al Harafa. Passed from Kim Young-won to Ludvigsen, who is looking like a very important part of this match. Here he is again, Ludvigsen, but they muscled him off the ball quickly. It was Sakakibara who got the important touch. That's well done by Jan Mateus. Lee Dong-kyung. Go-Sang bomb, but easily read by Watanabe, who was well positioned. A nice pace to the match. A sense that the Yokohama F Marinos perhaps are getting a little stronger. They are nonetheless in want of a really clear chance. When you have Anderson Lopez, you always have the potential for that to come out of nowhere. Keigo Sakakibara to Junamano. Asahi Uenaka out wide to Jan Mateus. Anderson Lopez forward, as is Matsubara. Uenaka's touch, difficult one to control for Taiki Watanabe. And almost tricky for Takumi Kamijima. One wrong move there and Chu Min-kyu was away on goal. Matsubara to Jan Mateus. Junamano in support. And he overhits the pass. Acknowledging that the run was the right thing, but his pass was not. The experienced Junamano. It's his 20th match today in the AFC Champions League. He scored twice for Ulsan HD in the 2022 campaign. Oh, nearly. That ball was shown to Anderson Lopez by Kim Young-won. back, a little flick on by Miyaichi to Watanabe. Anderson Lopez, Sakakibara able to control it, but it doesn't matter because a foul has been given on the edge of the area. Anderson Lopez, the player brought down. Certainly is a free kick. Kim Young-won, the defending player. Discussion around Jan Mateus, Junamano and Ken Matsubara. Matsubara trying to make sure that Uenaka and Watanabe are exactly positioned as they should be. Could be a test for Ulsan HD. Jan Mateus. Well controlled by the captain, Ju Min-kyu. The Marinos won their group, Group G, in an extraordinary three-way 12-point tie. It was a dramatic finish to the group stage. They then went on to just about beat Bangkok United in the round of 16, a 2-2 draw in Thailand and a 1-0 win at home after extra time. No away goals in the 2023-2024 AFC Champions League. And then they played well against Shandong Taishen, who'd knocked out Kawasaki Frontale in the round of 16. They beat them 2-1 and 1-0 in their quarter-final. Ulsan HD finished second in their group, Group I. In the round of 16, they ended the romantic and almost quixotic tale of Vamphore Kofu. Very good effort by the minor Japanese side by comparison to Ulsan HD, second division team. At the National Stadium in Tokyo, losing 2-1, but the tie was over by then because Ulsan had won it 3-0 in the first leg, as Anderson Lopez doesn't make much of his first real chance. And for Ulsan HD, their reward for beating Vamphore Kofu was a quarter-final with a team from their own country, Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors, and that was very tight, 1-1 away and a 1-0 win at home. Another foul on Anderson Lopez on the edge of the area, to the fury of the Ulsan HD defence. Very unamused by the entire situation, Hwang Sok-ho. won a bronze medal at the Olympic Games in London in 2012 when his manager today, Hong Myung-bo, was the head coach. And his partner in the defence, Kim Young-kwon, was also part of that team. Three additional minutes to be played, a second well-positioned free kick for the Yokohama F Marinos. This time, Jan Mateus nowhere near it, so Tsubara or Amano. Once again, the skipper directing Uenaka, and this time Miyaichi rather than Watanabe. It's the sort of position from which they ought to provide a challenge for Cho Hyun-woo. Junamano's free kick deflected and behind for a corner kick. Better than the effort from Jan Mateus. And actually might have been going in a rather unpleasant direction for the home team. Good work done by the wall. Plenty of set-piece positions, though, for the Marinos. Can they make this one count? Junamano. That's a good delivery, looking for Hatanaka. Anderson Lopez straight into, I think, Ludvigsson. Oh my goodness, what an effort that would have been from Keigo Sakakibara. Wasn't a dreadful strike. He's only played a couple of times in J1 this season, but only made 3 appearances in the whole of the last campaign, so the trajectory is good for Sakakibara. He was quite impressive in the cup competitions, particularly the League Cup last year. Amano. That was really well won by Takumi Kamijima. But the flag is up. No doubt about it at all. Miyaichi well and truly offside. First half concludes at the Ulsan Mansu Football Stadium, and just one goal scored by the in-form player domestically, Lee Dong-kyung. Just his 3rd goal in the AFC Champions League and his first since October of 2021. He was set up well by the captain, Ju Min-kyu. Entertaining match, more to come, much more to come. At half-time, it's Ulsan HD 1, Yokohama F Marinos 0. At the Ulsan Mansu Football Stadium, the first half dominated on the scoreboard by the home team, but with just one shot on target, and it found the back of the net. Lee Dong-kyung, the player who has made the difference so far. Around that, lots of possession and some opportunities here and there for the Marinos. A nuanced picture then as we prepare to begin the second half. The start of the second half in the first leg of this semi-final in the AFC Champions League 2023-2024. Ulsan HD 1-0 up after a 19th minute goal from Lee Dong-kyung. Marinos in possession, and they had a lot of the ball during the first half, some opportunities here and there, particularly towards the end of the first 45 minutes. The question is whether they can now be more accurate in their delivery. Miyaichi looking for Anderson Lopez. This is going to be a chance though, behind for a corner kick from Jun Amano, the former Ulsan HD player. Really good start to the second period. Miyaichi looking for Anderson Lopez. A little touch, I think, was made by Hwang Sok-ho. Jun Amano's shot deflected behind. Yet another corner kick for the visitors. They haven't really got Anderson Lopez into the game so far. Tsubara from deep, Keigo Sakakibara. Just for a moment it seemed like there was space for Miyaichi, but the Marinos have kept the ball nonetheless. No changes made by either Hong Myung-bo or Harry Kewell at half-time. Mateus wins it back from Lee Gyu-sung. Anderson Lopez, a little flick, just went behind Winaka. Amano. Gustav Ludvigsson just doing enough to make it an Ulsan HD ball. Foul on the captain. Plenty of goals from Ju Min-kyu over the last couple of seasons. 17 in 36 in the 2023 campaign, and 17 in 37 the year before. Very consistent, and already 3 this season, including that brace at the weekend in the 4-0 win against Gangwon. Takumi Kamijima. Matsubara. Again, it's Ludvigsson being a nuisance. We may well see from the Marinos players like Kota Mizunuma tends to be frequently used as a substitute. He can bring some intelligence and experience to the midfield. Or maybe Harry Kewell might go for one of the youngsters on the bench, like Yuhi Murakami. Ju Min-kyu going for a very ambitious lob. Super stop from William Pop. Now, was he onside? It looks as though it's all immaterial. Just keep an eye. There, as the touch is on, he looks as though he's just off, but that is wonderful goalkeeping from William Pop, who had to make the save to be sure. Real agility shown by the 29-year-old Tokyo Prefecture-born goalkeeper. And what a clever thought it was from Ju Min-kyu. Quickly played by Sol. And Won-sang comes off Shinosuke Hatanaka. Corner kick to Ulsan HD. They have been efficient so far with the limited chances they've created. Hwang Sok-ho forward from centre-back. Up in the air from Watanabe. Cleared by Amano. Touched on towards Anderson Lopez, who's going to try and gallop forwards. And he certainly can do that. But recovered well by the home team. That recovery of possession does not endure. Matsubara, a little wild. He did spend some time in the Korean top flight. Anderson Lopez for Seoul. But he won his first ever domestic league title with the Marinos in 2022. Hatanaka's touch finds Taiki Watanabe. Telegraphed that ball to Anderson Lopez a little. Ludvigsson. Feels he was fouled by Asahi Uenaka, and referee Ahmed Al-Kaf agrees. Amano. 13 is Im Young-jae, and he was the player who provided the lateral ball that was met by Ju Min-kyu and knocked on to Lee Dong-kyung for the only goal. Second chance for Seoul after he knocked that straight into the path of Miyaichi. But look at the number of shots versus the number of goals. And it is about efficiency if you are going to win the AFC Champions League, because you tend to play against very good teams who do not necessarily give you a lot of chances. Ulsan HD have been efficient, and they nearly found Ludvigsson there for his 4th Champions League goal of this campaign. Won Sang was another of the players in the Ulsan team who won the Asian Games title in Hangzhou at the delayed 2022 edition that took place last autumn. There are members of this squad who won the Asian Games title in 2014, like Yun Il-ok on the substitutes bench, and even a bronze medalist from Guangzhou in 2010 in Kim Min-woo and Kim Young-gwon. See changes soon for the Yokohama F Marinos, as that's an easy one for the defender of Seoul's experience. Produced some really good performances at the Asian Cup. Ludvigsson just thought for a moment that he might get a chance to bring that under control. He's done it anyway now, knocked it onto Im Young-jae. Ko Sang-bom gets it back. Ludvigsson, more space down the left wing for him, and Matsubara anticipating that ball well. He does get into intelligent positions, Gustav Ludvigsson. Joined the club from 2 years at Hammarby in Sweden. That was his 4th club in his home country. This is his first spell overseas, and it's a successful spell. Im Young-jae's corner kick. Good little intervention there, because a through ball was on the cards. Kamijima sticking a leg out. Keigo Sakakibara, who does work hard in the Marinos midfield. And Mateus tries to cut inside. Ludvigsson doesn't make it easy for him. Matsubara, Jan Mateus. Uenaka across goal, but Lopez unable to connect. So Kakibara. Once more, Marinos have possession. They seem to get into the right sort of position there, Anderson Lopez. And Mateus once more. Flicks it coyly to Matsubara. Space emerges suddenly. Anderson Lopez will try to shoot. And try is all he can do. He spoke very interestingly, or well, it's obviously going to be a foul. We'll come back to the point I was going to make about Harry Kewell in a moment. Matsubara chasing down the loose ball and colliding with Won-sang. As I was about to say, Harry Kewell was speaking before the match and said that there's a difference between articulating to the players exactly what is to be expected, what they know of Ulsan HD, what their game plan is, what the Marinos' own game plan is, and then all of the random factors that emerge once a football contest actually starts. And then it's about the ability of everyone to respond and to react and to anticipate. And certainly the time has come for a change. They've had sufficient possession and sufficient opportunities to be confident, the visitors, that they can equalise. Im Young-jae, a little too much weight on that corner kick. Now it's with Lee Gyu-sung. Nicely played to Won-sang. He's got an opportunity to pull this back. Instead, it is deflected behind for a corner kick. Maybe the pullback was missed there. Good ball from Lee Dong-kyung. And hard work, as ever, from Takumi Kamijima. Quite a few corner kicks in this match. And another one here to Ulsan HD. And Hatanaka thumps it clear with his head. Back it comes again. Pop punches. And Ulsan keep the ball. Gyu-sung. Flick on by Lopez, just sends it back to Kim Young-won. Sustained possession for the home team as Im Young-jae tries to deliver it. Now that change will come as Ryo Miyaichi is the player taken off for Kenta Inoue. So the number 17 coming on from Kanagawa Prefecture, very much a local player. Graduate of the University of Fukuoka, though, moved southwest to Kyushu Island. And played for Oita Trinita before moving to the Marinos after the 2022 campaign. Only made 13 appearances in J1 last season. starting just 2 of them, and he hasn't played in the league this campaign. Amano, great position for the cross, a little too much height for Lopez. A very good stretch from Sakakibara, because the breakaway was on just for a moment for Ulsan. Ulsan scored his 20th goal for the club on Saturday in the win against Gangwon. And they have been good at keeping clean sheets in the very recent past, Ulsan HD. They're continuing to do it today. Is the substitute playing for the first time in the Champions League since November. Ludvigsson, what a great header on that was to the captain, Ju Min-kyu. His overlap is coming from fullback Im Young-jae. And in the end, they just got into something of a muddle there, the two of them. Had to stop and backtrack, but he didn't do it in time. Im Young-jae did have a spell actually in Japan in 2014 on loan to Albirex Niigata. Come 2 changes for Ulsan HD. Kim Min-hyuk, one of the players coming on to offer a little to the midfield. Junamano, what a nice ball. Anderson Lopez tracking towards the penalty area, and that's cut out really well by Hwang Sok-ho. Quality ball from Ju Min-kyu, and here comes the burst of pace from Ulsan. And in the end, he just plays it in towards Kamijima, but inexplicably, a chance fell to Ju Min-kyu, who strikes the post, and the Yokohama F Marinos will be incredibly relieved. They didn't get the ball away, and they were very nearly heavily punished for it. Sakakibara. Anderson Lopez holds it up for Matsubara. Jan Mateus floats it out to the substitute, Inoue. Inoue tries to float it in, and it's well cleared again. More strong defensive work from Ulsan HD. 2-on-2 counter-punch possibly coming here. Now support coming from Lee Dong-kyung. He arrived very well. Excellent play, brilliant stop from Pop. Marvellous goalkeeping. That was such a tidily orchestrated move. It was the clever run from Ju Min-kyu diagonally in the other direction, opening up space for the late arriving Lee Dong-kyung. That is an outstanding save. And this the earlier opportunity. Pop thought it was going wide. It very nearly didn't. Mateus Salles, the 28-year-old Brazilian, coming on. just recently joined the club from Curitiba. He's joined by Kim Min-hyuk as Lee Dong-gyong, the goal scorer, departs along with Ko Sung-bom. Fascinating. Ulsan HD so nearly 2 goals ahead. 2 very fine chances. 1 tremendous piece of goalkeeping. And this is, after all, a 2-match affair. The second leg in a week's time. If the Marinos take a single goal deficit into the second leg, they will have reason to feel buoyant about what they can do at home. 2 goals, it would have felt a rather different prospect. Some way still to go in this match, though. One feels there might be a twist and turn or 2 to come. What a clever pass from Lee Kyu-sung. Good vision, calmly done. Just immediately relieves any sense of pressure. Well, they could be about to put themselves back under it. Ludvigsson confuses Matsubara. He has an option if he finds the right pass. Just a lack of weight on it, perhaps, so the game slows slightly, but the attack continues. Lee Kyu-sung. Won-sang off Hatanaka, and another super stop from William Pop from the captain Ju Min-kyu, who appeared right in front of goal. Once more, the new signing William Pop playing a vital role. Flicked on to Ju Min-kyu. It's offside. He just cannot quite get the ball in the back of the net today. Certainly, clearly offside. Not a complicated one for Fu Ming to check as part of the video review team. Ulsan HD now seeking to get some material reward for great chances created. Frustrated is Ju Min-kyu. A second goal would really give them some breathing space. Now changes for the Marinos. Asahi Uenaka substituted. On comes Nam Tae-hee, versatile midfielder who joined the club in August of last year. Also departing is Keigo Sakakibara, replaced by Riku Yamane. Very young player, just 20, Yamane. His 7th appearance of the campaign in the Champions League. So a different look to the midfield. And when one factors in additional time, probably around 20 or so minutes to be played still. And hasn't it been enjoyable? Probably less so if you're a Marinos fan, but you know what I mean. It's been a fine advertisement for the AFC Champions League. And they are well matched, albeit in very different ways, these teams. And he's been important today, Hwang Sok-ho. Part of a collective effort to deprive Anderson Lopez of clear chances to score. And it comes. about to come in again. Matsubara. Flicked by Jan Mateus. Tried to get it back to him, the substitute Namtehi. And another strong closing of the ranks by the Ulsan HD players. And it's that hard worker, Gustav Ludvigsson. Now, moments before that, minutes before that, this great chance for Ju Min Kyu. And he knows, oh, how he knows what a chance it was. It was well saved by Pop. It was perhaps not well directed sufficiently by the captain. Kamijima out wide to Jan Mateus. His trickery amounts to nothing. Suggestion of a little shove by Kamijima, and Ahmed Al-Kaf concurs. Ju Min Kyu, who scored twice in the first leg of the round of 16 against Vamphore Kofu, and who scored once in the second leg, has not been able to increase his impressive tally against Japanese teams in this season's Champions League. Still the only goal from Lee Dong-gyong in the 19th minute. Inoue. Substitute Riku Yamane. And the gentleman that came along with him, Nam Tae-hee, is back with the first substitute, Inoue, who tries to sprint beyond Seoul. And how calmly done was that? Seoul Young-woo was part of the University of Ulsan team that competed at the World University Games in Napoli in 2019. So even when not part of his hometown club, he's been at his hometown university. Ulsan, the 7th largest city in the Republic of Korea. It's on the far southeast coast. Tanaka goes out to Inoue. Inoue's cross is easy for Lee Myung-jae. The club was not originally based in Ulsan. It was actually in Incheon, in the general Seoul area. Moved in 1990, where lots of Hyundai headquarters were located. Free kick to the Yokohama F Marinos. Marinos, like Ulsan, a team with an industrial background. They were the old corporate team, founded 51 years ago as Nissan Motor Football Club. Although, to be technically correct, they were founded in 1999 when the Yokohama Marinos and the Yokohama Flugels merged. Once again, Matsubara and Amano, the two players standing over the free kick, as from the other end of the pitch the Marinos fans watch and anticipate and hope. They've gone close to getting the trajectory right. One was overhit, one was underhit. Junamano, and it's overhit this time. Maybe in microcosm, the story of the day for the visitors. Opportunities not fully cultivated. Half chances that have remained half chances. Sabara. Inoue tries to deceive Sol Yong-woo, which has been a tricky task today. Mane. And up is brilliantly put right in front of goal for a chance that seemed to come out of nowhere for Jan Mateus. Amano took it so quickly, and that was nearly picture perfect. Lee Chang-yong will replace Won Sang, who has put a lot of effort into galloping down the wing. Very experienced player coming on, 35, winner of the Champions League a few years ago. And he has been largely used as a substitute this season. He's only started one in the 5 appearances that he's made domestically, but what a useful substitute to be able to bring on. Now Ludvigsson passes to the aforementioned Lee Chung-yong, who was born in the capital city, Seoul. Meanwhile, at the other end, it was the number 29, Nam Tae-hee, whose quick pass to Amano nearly saw a player from the Republic of Korea instrumental in scoring against Ulsan HD. Sabala. Anderson Lopez does very well, except for the finish. It's been a nearly but not quite sort of day for Harry Kewell and his players. And it has been, by and large, an efficient performance from Ulsan HD, with the caveat that they've had opportunities to double the advantage. And perhaps even if they do hold on and win this 1-0, there might be that little nagging feeling of anxiety in the pit of the stomach in the supporters of this great club as they head to Yokohama. Could be a little easier. It should have been a little easier, they might be thinking. We've seen some good turnarounds in the knockout stage of the AFC Champions League. This season, one of the more notable ones was the win of Shandong Taishen in the round of 16 in Japan, in Kawasaki. After they lost the first leg 3-2, they produced an excellent display in the second. last-minute winning goal in one of the games of the Champions League so far. So it can all be overturned in front of the Marinos faithful. A yellow card is coming out. And it goes to the player who was part of the Ulsan squad for their very successful 2022 campaign. Junamano cautioned. Forward from Jo Hyun-woo, a goalkeeper who hasn't been enormously tested, but who has responded well to those tests. His opposite number, William Popp, has had more to contend with, and he also has, on the whole, played well. Still just a solitary strike from Lee Dong-gyong in the 19th minute. But a more nuanced narrative indeed in this first leg of the East semi-final in the 2023-2024 AFC Champions League. Recovered really well by Riku Yamane to Hatanaka. Space on the left wing for Inoue, and Inoue is found. He moving into an attacking position. Anderson Lopez sees it skip away from him. They'll go again, and they'll build again. Anderson Lopez not able to control it for the second time in quick succession, and that's all very speculative. Probably not necessary from Takumi Kamijima. Here is Kota Mizunuma preparing to come on. And that is no great surprise. Kamijima, Matsubara, and Mateus with the flick to Matsubara, who has committed a foul trying to win that back. And who will get back to his feet to see a yellow card. Very clearly and quite painfully catchy as Hwang Sok-ho. A rather hopeful and desperate lunge for the ball from the Marinos captain. And he is sporting in his apology. Two more changes coming for both teams. So a defensive change in Ryuta Koike coming on. Kota Mizunuma, vice-captain, arriving in the midfield. Taiki Watanabe and Junamano, the players who are going off. Meanwhile, we see Kim Ji-hyun wearing number 96 come on, 27-year-old making his 12th career appearance in the AFC Champions League. And also the Brazilian Kelvin wearing number 97, who joined the club very recently from Atlético Goianense in Goiás, Brazil. Gustav Ludvigsson, who has put an enormous amount of work into the match, coming off, along with Ju Min-kyu, the captain. And all of that brings us to additional time. How much of it? Probably a sizable chunk. Six minutes to be added on. All substitutions made by both teams. For the Marinos now, there is that difficult, as Mizunuma makes a clear foul on Kelvin, I was about to say, that difficult balance to get right, where you'd love to be level going to the second leg in front of your home fans, but if that risk comes with concession of a second goal, because you're so determined to get the equaliser, then it might not be worth taking. Im Young-jae and Lee Gyu-sung, the players lining up, and he is the one who takes it. It was a good delivery, that. Tsubara handling it well. Im Young-jae will take this corner kick for Ulsan HD into additional time and easily cleared. Get it as far as Gyu-sung. Unless Ulsan HD managed to grab a second goal in these closing minutes of the game, we're going to have a very keenly contested and very dramatic second leg, if the evidence of today is anything to go by. And there might still be time enough for the Yokohama F. Marinos to get the equalising goal. Free kick to be played in by the gentleman from the Republic of Korea, Nam Tae-hee. Nam Tae-hee's delivery is an excellent delivery. Almost, yet again. Looks as though offside might have been the issue. But it was a high-quality ball. 91st appearance in the Champions League today for Nam Tae-hee. So much time spent in Qatar from 2012 to 2023. Twice played for Al Duhail, played for Al Sadd in between his two spells. Jan Mateus trying to flick it to Nam. Out wide is Kelvin. Making life difficult here for Matsubara. Kelvin doing brilliantly. He is hopeful that William Pott touched the ball. Turns out he did not. Very nearly a tremendous impact made from the substitutes bench by Kelvin. He hasn't played a great deal so far for his new club. Won the state championship with Atletico Goianense last season. Last chance coming up, perhaps, for the Yokohama F Marinos. Inoue, not quite. It has gone out of play. And has the last meaningful opportunity just disappeared for the Yokohama F Marinos. Only one goal, but a thoroughly enjoyable match and a very intriguing prospect in a week's time as these two teams head to Yokohama for the second leg. In the 19th minute of the game, Lee Dong-gyong scored his first AFC Champions League goal of this campaign. There were great opportunities for the Yokohama F Marinos following that, but they were not able to beat Jo Hyun-woo. Ulsan HD might have made it a second or even a third. Ju Min-kyu had some great chances, but William Pott was excellent in the Marinos goal. All of that means this one is in the balance. And the last word goes to the memory of a great player whose honour was done justice by this excellent match. Yoo Sang-chul, who played for Ulsan HD and the Yokohama F Marinos, remembered at the start of the game and remembered by many for a long time afterwards. It finishes Ulsan HD 1, Yokohama F Marinos 0.